May Allah bless you in the world.
What it seems like, especially as an organization, what we understand is that most people, they give their zakat in Ramadan. So does that mean there's a specific time to give zakat, and is it in Ramadan?
Yeah, a lot of people have this misconception. They think that there's zakat season.
Right.
So in Ramadan, zakat season comes around and they get leaflets regarding zakat, or there's awareness about zakat, and therefore people give their zakat in Ramadan. But in actual fact, Ramadan is not directly linked to zakat in any specific way. In actual fact, zakat, the necessity of zakat upon every individual is on a different date.
Right.
How does it work? It works like this, that the first day that a person becomes sahibi nisab, a person possesses the minimum amount which is required for zakat to become obligatory. So for gold, that's $7.5 of gold, and silver, $52.5 of silver, if somebody has, that's the nisab. And if somebody has cash, then it's the equivalent value of that amount of silver.
Right.
So if we say that's nisab, now the person who gains, for example, let's say there's a young lad, he's 18 years old, he's got his first job. Before that he hasn't got any money, he hasn't got any money to his name. He might have a few pounds that he's gained on Eid or on his birthdays, but nothing which reaches 200 or 230 pounds. So now he starts working, and now he starts gaining a steady income. After a couple of weeks, once he's gained his first couple of weeks of wage, now his assets or his wealth goes above 229 pounds.
Right.
Now his wealth has gone above 229 pounds. Let's say he's got 250 pounds now in his account. Now he must make a note of that date, and he must make a note of the Islamic date, not the English date.
Yeah, this is
because the English date and the Islamic date, obviously,
there's around about 10 day
there's 10 day difference, isn't there? So when a year passes in the Islamic date, then according to the English date, there's a 10-day difference. So there's going to be a problem there. So we have to make a note of that date. So this young man, he's made a note of the date when he received
229 pounds that we're talking about.
In this particular context. So now he made a note of that date. Let's say, for example, that comes to the 1st of Sha'ban.
Right.
Okay? The 1st of Sha'ban this year. Now next year, when the 1st of Sha'ban comes around, that person will calculate his wealth again. And he'll look at how much gold he has, how much silver he has, how much cash he has, and he'll calculate everything that zakat is done upon. So if he has any debts or anything, he can minus those debts and see how much is left over. So now, if a year later, on that exact date, the 1st of Sha'ban, when it comes around the next year, his wealth is above 229 pounds, the nisab, whatever the nisab will be. Obviously, the rate of silver will change, so it might not be exactly 229 pounds the next year. Whatever the nisab is the following year, if
let's just say it was 229.
Yeah, let's just say it was. Let's say, for example, the next year he's earned quite a bit. He spent a bit as well. He's earned quite a bit. Money's been coming and going. But the next year now he's got £1,000.
He's got £1,000.
£1,000 is above 229. So now he's got £1,000. He's been sahibi nisab for a whole year. Now he's been sahibi nisab for a whole year. On the 1st of Sha'ban, giving 2.5% of that £1,000 is fard upon him. It's an obligation upon him to give it on that very day. Now, if he waits another month until Ramadan, if he thinks it's only Sha'ban yet, it's only Sha'ban, there's a month left till Ramadan. When I get to Ramadan, I'll give my zakat. Everybody gives zakat in Ramadan. I'm sure there's some kind of link between Ramadan and zakat. If he thinks this, and he waits a month, he'll be sinful for every single moment that he's delaying. So, delaying for even one moment, delaying for even one day, is a major sin. So it's important now for that person to actually give his zakat immediately. He has to give his zakat immediately. If he delays it into Ramadan, like I mentioned, then he'll be sinful. So it's not linked to Ramadan, it's linked to everybody's specific zakat date, which everybody has based on when they first became.
There are a few very, very important things for the viewers of Madani Channel. On the one hand is that we do not go by the Gregorian calendar, meaning the English calendar. For example, if somebody thought the 1st of January was when I attained, £300, £229. So I'll wait till next year, the 1st of January, to know Madani Channel with this. It's by the Islamic calendar, which is about a 10-day difference. So I don't know if somebody can't remember, exactly what day it was. Can they take an estimate?
Yeah, if somebody can't remember, then they should do a ghalib then. So they should take an educated guess. So that you can, for example, a person can think, when did I get my first job?
I think nowadays it's quite easy because we have most of our money in our bank, don't we? It doesn't have to be in a bank. So, some people might think, in my bank, but it don't have to be in a bank.
It doesn't have to be, no. It could be under your mattress. It could be, in your wallet. It could
be your mattress.
We love Madani Channel. We love Madani Channel. We love Madani Channel.